or meditation. You may be seated. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning to our guests that is here. You all seem to be excited. Are you excited to be here? Yes. Is julle wakker? Nee, dis goed mos mense, né? Let me start this proceedings by acknowledging our acting premier in the House, the MECs, the Chief Whip, the Deputy Chief Whip, the presiding officers, members leading the different political parties, and all members of this august House. Let me also acknowledge our traditional leaders that we are having in our midst, coming from Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, the troika of the Buffalo City Municipality led by the Executive Mayor Princess Faku. You are welcome, dear ma'am, and all councillors that is present here in our midst. The institutions that is supporting democracy, that is our Chapter 9 and our Chapter 10 institutions, the provincial heads of departments that have joined us here to come and give support also to their respective MECs, the heads of provincial entities, the deputy provincial commissioners and the generals that is accompanying them, that is in our midst today, the Director General and all the provincial heads of department that I've said that is here. Our community-based organizations whom we cannot do without, they play a very pivotal role with us, and then the members of the public coming from the 50 wards of Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality. Molweni nonke. Unjani? All right. You are ready for today, nah? Yes. Oh, we are going to give you rules today, nah? The Honorable Speaker is not here. I've not seen him yet, but you will see how we do these things. Where's Speaker? Oh, morning, Speaker. Our Honorable Speaker of Buffalo City, former member of the Provincial Legislature, Boet Humphrey. It's an honor having you in our midst today. Honorable members, why are we here today? Why are we here in Buffalo City? We are here taking legislature to the people, whereas the legislature, we come physically into a local municipality where we create a platform for the members of the public to listen to reports, to engage those reports, and for the members of the Executive Council to respond to those questions that have been posed by the community members. We are also according an opportunity for the members of the community of Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality to understand how the legislature functions, how the legislature operates, and to see its oversight in action, its public participation processes in action. And for us, that is a critical point, because it is inscribed in the Constitution, in section 118, that we must do public participation. The taking legislature to the people therefore becomes one of those mechanisms, vehicles, where we reach out to communities to strengthen our public participation process. Now, honorable members, this is what you are here for. You are not here for screaming. You are not here for howling. You are not here for insulting. You get me, né? Julle verstaan wat ek gesê, né? Want ek gaan vir julle uitsit hierso. Né? You are here to raise your issues. You can raise them in your vernacular. You can raise them in your language. Julle kan praat Afrikaans, julle kan you can speak isiXhosa. I was also going to speak Afrikaans now. Or you can speak Sesotho at the end of the day. So, just to have those ground rules, but I will repeat them. And it will be done in an orderly fashion. It is quite a time-consuming process, but it is a necessary process. You are the elected leadership now from your communities that have been delegated to pose those questions to the legislature and for the executive therefore to respond. So you must take this matter very, very seriously. But before we do continue, there's just a few house issues that we have to deal with. I have to make a ruling in respect of an objection by Honorable Hendricks and Honorable Kasim during the debate of Honorable Vanku on Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025. This is our processes in the legislature. The background to this matter is that in light of what was referred to Hansard on Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025, I ruled that the use of the K word by the Honorable Vanku on the day was not parliamentary, unparliamentary. This is because, one, the context in which the word or phrase has been used was enriching the debate. The K word was not directed to a person or group in the form of a personal attack. Instead, it was given as an example of how it was used in other spaces. No person needs to be aggrieved nor offended as its inference relates to the previous apartheid era. Much as there are words or phrases that are considered unparliamentary or sensitive in terms of our own Rule 92 of the Standing Rules of the Eastern Cape Legislature, I would have a different view if the word was directed to a person or a group. The ruling therefore is, I therefore maintain the ruling I made on the 31st of July 2025 that the word was used within a particular context and not directed to any person or group. The point of order is therefore not sustained and the matter is therefore closed. I thank you, honourable members. So before we proceed, let us allow the Secretary to make a few announcements that is very important. Over to you, Secretary.
Isaziso sokuqala, iindwendwe ziyacelwa ukuba zihlale kwizitulo zazo ngethuba lenkqubo ize ukuba kukho imfuneko yokuba uphume, loo nto mayenziwe ngaphandle kokuphazamisa. So you may move, but move without any disturbance. And also, members of the public who have been nominated by their respective wards to ask questions, they will be recognized by the Speaker, Usomlomo Apha, and when we get to questions by the public, bayawuphakamisa amakhadi abawanikiweyo ngamagosa ukuze Usomlomo uSpeaker akwazi ukuba abaqaphele. Okwesithathu, kukhona these translation headsets ezokuncedisa for any person who may need translation. If you need that, please phakamisa isandla sakho, and by a show of hand, the protocol officers, the people that are in black amongst you, then will assist you. After igqibile le nkqubo yale ndlu, we ask that you leave these behind as they are not useful anywhere else. We ask that all cell phones must be switched off right now and all be placed on silent during all the proceedings. Sinazo i-ablution facilities zethu esinazo apha ngaphakathi outside of this venue. I'm sure you have seen them on the left for ladies, and then far right is then the gentlemen for when you need to also go out. The hall itself has 10 emergency exits. Should there be a need for any exit in an emergency manner, an announcement will be made, but there are emergency exits. There are two behind the upper to the Speaker. There are two behind the honorable members. Then there are two at the main door on both sides. There are also two next to the upper participants, on that side and that side. Then there are two right there at the back of the auditorium. And should there be an emergency, we are all asked that we go outside and we gather there at the open grounds next to those parking areas in front. The okulandelayo, which is the last announcements, sinazo inkonzo ezisiweyo apha ngurhulumente amasebe athile. There are services on wheels offered by Home Affairs, SASSA, Health, IEC, Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, Provincial Treasury, Human Settlements, Employment and Labor, as well as the Buffalo City Municipality nayo ikona for any consultation phaya. Enkosi.
Thank you so much, Honorable Secretary, for that.
Eastern Cape Provincial Legislature, the Executive Mayor of Buffalo City Municipality, and as well as the Mayoral Committee and all councillors, our guests in the gallery, the traditional leaders and everybody in this gathering, I greet you all. Madam Speaker, I move without notice in terms of Rule 130 of the standing rules that despite the provisions of the standing rules of procedure of the Eastern Cape Provincial Legislature, that the House approves the sitting times of the House at 10 for the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of October 2025. I so move. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Whip. Honorable members, I put the notice of motion. Thank you so much. Please, please do note, honorable members, that also we are in the month of October, and in the month of October there's also awareness, and one of those awareness matters that we take very seriously is the breast cancer month. So please make sure that we also gather information, we make use of the health services that is there, but also all men are also encouraged to go for their prostate exams and tests and to make sure that they look at these issues. The month of October, we are also celebrating Transport Month. So also the Department of Transport has also got a lot of activities during this month. It is also the Elder Persons Month, where we acknowledge and commemorate our most senior citizens in our community, the role that they have played, and also bring awareness to the challenges that they are experiencing. And the fourth awareness is the Mental Health Awareness Month. This is a silent pandemic that is creeping upon us. So many people out there are sitting feeling helpless, not knowing where to reach out, who to reach out to. I think it is important that we continuously raise the issue, and also from our side, not just as parliamentarians, but as members of the community, that we also raise awareness to demystify the stigma that is attached to mental health issues that most of us in our families and even ourselves are encouraging in our daily lives. So, honorable members, let's make and the community, let's take this opportunity to also fill ourselves with all of these areas, these awarenesses that is taking place. I know this weekend it will be the Big Cancer Walk. It will be held in Gqeberha, as well as here in East London. In the Eastern Cape, it's become very important for not only those supporting the cause, but also for those celebrating those that have overcome cancer. So it is an acknowledgement when we join and offer up that hour for that few minutes of walk in celebration of those that have passed, but also those that are currently battling, and those very proudly that is still alive after so many years. And I think we must acknowledge those that has, fought so vigilantly to ensure that they remain healthy and that they remain cancer-free in this respect. Honourable members, ladies and gentlemen, before I ask the Secretary to read the first order of the day, I would like to inform the House that the Speaker's list and the programme makes provision for members of the public to ask questions and make comments after the Chairperson's presentation of the committee reports. The reports have been translated into 4 languages, and these were all placed on the chairs of the participants. Please feel free to exchange with each other should you perhaps not find your preferred language on your seat. All participants in need of a Sesotho version of the reports may raise their hands, and our service officers, all these people that you see standing around in black, they will come to you and then hand you such report. I've also been informed that members of the public have been identified in your respective wards and your respective zones to ask questions, and a list of those speakers have been prepared as such. I shall acknowledge each person from the list that I have received, and a microphone will then be handed to the person that I have acknowledged. Please let us not have a situation where you're going to now all of a sudden have people coming and saying, I'm from Ward 1, and you are not from Ward 1. Please ensure that your question or comment is related to the presented reports. Today we are dealing with social development and economic development, environmental affairs and tourism. Those 2 reports, English. Public is allowed to ask questions and replies are given by the Honourable MECs. The House shall be deemed to have been converted to a committee of the whole House. But in the interest of time, there shall be no formal ringing of the bells or changing of presiding officers in the House. I will now call upon the Secretary to read the first order of the day.
Presentation of the report of the Portfolio Committee on Social Development on oversight visits to projects funded by the department around Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality.
I now call upon the Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Social Development, Honourable Gunuza Nkwensha, to present the committee's report. Honourable Member, you only have 15 minutes and your 15 minutes starts now.
Honourable Speaker, Mandibulise, Acting Premier, Chief Whip, MEC, Honourable Members, Executive Mayor and Speaker of Buffalo City, Councillors of Buffalo City, the departments that we have today, masses of Buffalo City, Molweni, Molweni. Speaker, I'm bringing the report for the Portfolio Committee on Social Development report. Honourable members, distinguished guests, the Portfolio Committee on Social Development conducted comprehensive oversight visit across Buffalo City Metro from the 25th September 2025, visiting 14 NPOs facilities and engaging with departments, officials, and social workers. Here are the critical findings that we find in our visits. There is a crisis situation. department infrastructure and working conditions. All 6 local service offices in Buffalo City are currently inaccessible. Social workers operating from homes, parking areas, and carports due to contamination of furniture from closed offices, causing health hazards, snakes infestations, and ongoing renovations. The 44.3 million spent on cleaning files unsuccessful. Despite these conditions, the district reported 85% target achieved, raising serious questions about service quality. Critical staffing gaps that we've identified: 94 vacant social workers positions, 983 vacant social auxiliary workers, 16 vacant supervisors. Over 100 social workers lack laptops, cell phones, and data. Acting personnel work without allowance, occupational specific dispensation not implemented. NPO partnership challenges. The department manages to fund 120 NPOs worth 58.8 million, but faces finding problems. Systematic delays disrupting service delivery, stipends below minimum wage requirement, no funding for NPO managers and finance officers. The 5-year funding stagnation despite rising costs, infrastructure crisis in NPOs. NPO facilities lack maintenance funding, property ownership dispute blocking development, municipal billing issues drain resources. What we found, there are good things that we found. Despite challenges in NPOs, are making remarkable impact. Umkhombe social behavior change, reaching 18 schools with innovative programs. Supumeze CNDC, serving 328 beneficiaries, creating employment and skills. Zezan doctors is soup kitchens. Masizake CYCC, 70 children receiving care, many graduates pursuing careers. CMR East London, protecting 1.249 foster children across 15 communities. Masitete Counseling, delivering 8 to 1,000 sessions monthly in terms of capacity building. Critical concerns for our elderly and vulnerable. Service centers for older persons. Inadequate nutrition funding, that is 3.3 per month for 45 people. Facilities without windows, poor building qualities, no environmental health certifications. Children with disabilities, residential funding unchanged since 1994. No medical assessment before admission. Placement conflict between departments. The key recommendations that we're making as a department, as a portfolio committee. Within 30 days, the department must provide alternative accommodation for social workers, environmental health assessment of contaminated facilities, the report on 4.3 million files cleaning project, plans to fill 1.93 vacant position, implement occupational specific dispensation, resolve NPO funding delays. We need that report within 30 days. Within 60 days, audit all NPOs' property ownership with Department of Public Works and Infrastructure. Establish infrastructure working group with BCMM, that is Buffalo City Municipality. Transfer Masizake CYCC property ownership. Structural reforms needed. Funding model, align stipends with minimum wage. Include NPO managers' finance office in funding. Streamline procurement currently in 3 days delay. Include infrastructure maintenance in budget. Service delivery. Activate district development model participation. Establish multi-sectoral coordination within municipality. Develop best practice documentation for replication. The human cost. Behind these statistics are real people, social workers operating without basic tools, elderly person going hungry, children with disability waiting for proper assessment, NPOs start working without compensation, communities losing trusted services providers. What means for you? If you need social services in Buffalo City, services are severely compromised by infrastructure crisis. Social workers are doing their best under impossible conditions. NPOs are your lifeline, but they are struggling to survive. Your patience and understanding are needed. Committee commitment. We will monitor all 30 days reports from the department. Implementation of the recommendation, service delivery improvement, NPO sustainability, siyazibeka committee. The MEC and department must report back within 30 days of the report adoption. The people of Buffalo City deserve better. Our social workers deserve dignity. Our NPOs deserve support. Our vulnerable deserve protection. This committee will hold the department accountable. Thank you for the attention. Together we can rebuild social services in Buffalo City. I thank you, President.
Thank you, Honorable Member. You have actually saved us about 7 minutes. I was fearing when I was looking at the report last night of the 15 minutes, but well done, Honorable Member. Honorable members, we are now at that point where we will be calling out the members. Not the members, the participants. Let's start from the East London zone. Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3, Ward 4, Ward 5, Ward 6, Ward 7, Ward 8, Ward 9, and Ward 10. In that order. Can they all be lined up where I can't even see them? Why are they behind the camera? Who can see them? Can they please be brought? Because we can't see them. We all want to see them, yes. Is there any way that we can ask the cameras just to move to the, so that the members, can we have Ward 1, Ms. Lavisa, Ward 2, Ms. Makeleni, Ward 3, I'm not sure if that's a Ms. or Mr. Dumalisa, Ward 5, Zameka and Devu, Ward 6, Vuyiswa, Mzekele. I don't want to read out names because in the past, what I found out on the day, you have total different people. So I know there will be one from each of these wards. And the Triple P&E, they have ensured that the allocations have already been done. Everyone will be given an opportunity. I cannot wait that long. Can we have the first 5 if they are lined up? It doesn't have to be in order. As long, I will just tick off. Please, to the participants, introduce yourself and go straight to the point. No preamble, no introductions, no history lesson, straight to the point. You may proceed, ma'am.
All protocol observed. Ndizawuthetha ngo-social challenges. Sine social workers zethu ezingenakwandawo yohlala yosebenzela.
Sorry, Sisi, can you please introduce yourself?
Yo.
Everyone, when you come up, please introduce yourself.
Okay.
Because we also want to know who is speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
Igama lam ndingubuyelwa Lavisa. Ndihlala kwa ward 1. Ndizawuthetha ngo-social. I-challenges esinazo ku-social. Eyokuqala, i-social workers zethu azinayo indawo yokusebenzela, izakhiwo ezisebenzela phansi kwazo zibi kakhulu. Uthi ungena njena kuthiwa ungena at your own risk. Sinabo abantwana abafuna uncedo kwi-social workers abakwazi babafumaneke ngoba basebenzele emakhayeni abo abanandawo esisigxina ekuthiwa basebenzela kuyo. Number 2, uHome Affairs wethu naye uyingxaki ngokuba siva kuthiwa uzemka naye ubheka ngapha eHemingways. So kuzawuba nzima nakwinto uba simfumane lula ngoba abantu abaninzi bakhona abantu abangenazo ii-IDs. Abanye bahlala kwi-squatter camps ziyatsha. Ngoku kube nzima ke ngoku into yoba umuntu akwazi ngoba uyifumana ilantuka i-ID yakhe. Kuzawuba nzima kakhulu ngoxa bemuvile up and down. Number 3, sibe ngu-health. Kwa-health ke ngoku izakhiwo zakhona nazo kunzima. Ndizawuthethela ngale yam indawo kanye. I-Brylin Clinic incike eholweni elaye latsha. Imbi nje imeko ekusetyenzelwa kuyo ingaske ke ngoku u-MEC bake babonisane bathethe no-Public Works. Kukhona amabala a-vacant phana akungokhiwa kuzo ii-clinics. Kukwazi into yoba u-Public Works azikhulele kuthi sizisebenzise singu-health.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's all. Thank you. Number 2.
Ndinguthoza Mama Keleni ndisuka kwa ward 2. Ndizawuthetha phansi ko-social development. Sinesicelo ku-social development abantu abadisable. Izicelo zabo ziprocesswa kade. Umntu uya kwa-social development ephethe ileta yasesibhedlele. Kuthathwe laa leta ibekwe phaa kuthiwe uzawufowunelwa. Umntu afowunelwe after 3 months. Sine-challenge yabantwana abangafumaniyo imali yegrant isibonelelo ngenxa yabazali babo abangenazi ID. Sinesicelo sokuncediswa nge-school social workers ngoba uye ufumanise zininzi iingxaki ezidinga i-social workers ezikolweni. Ibe i-social worker inye ijongene nezikolo zonke zaseDangen Village. Ingakwazi ukufikelela kuzo zonke iingxaki zezikolo. Sicela ukuncediswa nge-food parcels kubantu abatya i-treatment. Abantu abakwazi ukutya ipilisi bengenakutya. Sicela kukho nabantwana abahlala bodwa abangenabazali. Abantwana baya esikolweni bengenanto yotya baphinde babuye emakhaya babengabazali ebantwaneni bakwamakwabo.
Kosima, thank you so much. Kosima, thank you. Number 3. Thank you.
Ndingupamela Ngalo kwa ward 3 eBeria. Ndithethela
Which ward is that, ma'am?
ward 3
Ward
Beria.
3, okay.
Ndithethela u-social development. Sicela ukubana kwezi ndawo ze-social workers zi-empty zingaqashanga abantwana baqashwe. Asisebenzi, sicela imisebenzi kunzima. Abantwana kwi-social development kuzo zonke ezindawo ezinabantwana abahluphekayo bakwazi ufumana negrant, bakwazi ufumana nokuphila right. I-social development sincedise. Sicela nekubana abantwana bakwazi ukugcinwa kwindawo ezikhuselekileyo ngoba abantwana abaphathekanga kakuhle kweli lizwe sikulo. Siyacela ke nemisebenzi singabantwana ulutsha aluphangeli akukho mali kunzima. Siyacela urhulumente asincedise kwezonto ne-communities
Thank you.
zethu.
Thank you so much. Please introduce yourself.
Janet Pretorius, Ward 4. My question, why are 75 learners at Fundukazi Special School still unfunded?
Thank you. So surely everybody will learn from that young lady, from Ms. Janet Pretorius, straight to the point. Ask your question, you have your opportunity, and go. Over to you, Mama.
Samekandevu, Ward 5. Nothetha ngo-social development. Nesicelo ku-social development, kunabantu abaphila ne-TB, abanamalunga angasebenziyo. Siyamcela u-social development, abancede abo bantu. Kukho i-poverty, GB violence, nabantwana abazi-orphans. Siyamcela u-social development angenelele kwabo bantwana. Abanike uncedo. Kukho omama abahlelelekileyo abahleli bucala abangakwazi uzenzela nto. Siyacela ke u-social development no-healthcare abe ne-access to kwabo bantu ngenjongo zobanika ukutya. Ulutsha siyamcela u-social development enze programs for abantu abatsha. Now that bengakwazi ufumana i-grant, bengakwazi uphangela, abe nento ayenzayo so that
Development enze i-follow up. Xa ebeyile wovizithela ikhaya, there is no follow up. Siyayicela i-follow up ukuthi be into eyenzekayo. Because abantu bashiya benethemba lokubana uzawubuya after ethathe i-details and then nothing happens. Sicela kwi-targeted homes ukuthi kuthathwe indlela ekunothi yenziwe ngalo ibe right. Abantwana abanabazali, some of them don't have IDs. Siyacela ukuthi social development abancede abantwana bafumane i-ID. Sicelela abantwana besikolo ukuthi kube kwi-social work esoloko ikhona esikolweni ngalo lonke ixesha, because kids are being abused every day.
Thank you.
Siyayicelela loo nto singwazi.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next one.
Ndisuka kwa Ward 7. Igama lam ndingumapolisa Gatyana. Ndizokwenza isicelo mna ku-social development. Phaya kula ward yam kukho abantwana abakwi-orphanage, abantwana abazi-orphans abagcinwayo. Ndicela u-social development akhe ajikele pha because uyafuneka. Okwesibini, ndicele u-social development sine-problem kusasa okokuba abantu bayokwenza igranti ziyathanda ukubuya zirejektiwe. Ndicela iqwalaselwe loo nto. Okwesithathu, ndicela indawo yamaxhekwazi sivulelwe ile nto i-old age home kuba amaxhekwazi ahlele ezindlini akananto azenzayo, ukwenzela okokuba amaxhekwazi abe nento ayenzayo. Enkosi.
Next one. Well done, Mama.
Igama lam ndinguNoxolo Mbekwa, ndisuka eWard 8. Ndizawucela u-social development ukuthi asenzele lento kuthiwa yi-one stop okanye yi-overnight centers, because abantwana abaninzi asikwazi uba accommodate ezindaweni zethu ngenxa yento kokubana baya-abuzwa, gender-based violence ne-child negligence zabantwana, asiyazi uba masibaplace phi na. Secondly, sicela u-social development azi-considerishe those NPOs zisebenzela eziyadini, like I'm working for Itumamina, and then sisebenzele eyadini baya bekwenza i-site visit and they said abanawukwazi ukusifunda because we are working inside the hut, but sigcina abantwana abangathathi intweni, sigcina abantwana abangenanixni. Siyacela ngokuzithoba okukhulu, consider those NPOs, please.
Kosima, thank you.
Kunobesi Bambutho, phuma kwa Ward 9. Ndizawuthetha phantsi kwe-social development. Okokuqala, siyacela phaa kwa Ward 9. asinayo i-social worker esinokuthi xa sixakekile sikwazi ukukhawuleza siye kuyo. Asizazi ba masiye phina, zinintsi kakhulu ingxaki esijongene nazo. Siyacela ke u-social development asincedise. Ezikolweni zethu siyanida kakhulu i-social worker ibe khona ngoba abantwana bethu phaya eWard 9 bajongene nezinto ezininzi. I-GBV abantwana ufumaniseke into yoba u-15 years uhlala nabantwana abancinci bashiwe ngabazali abathathi ntweni. Xa enoba khona ke ngoku u-social worker phakathi esikolweni angazazi zonke ezi zinto, akwazi ukubana abancedise kwi-community. Siyacela because asazi ba masithini na, sinengxaki ezininzi kakhulu kwi-communities ezinida i-social worker, asinandawo yokuya, asiyazi ba sincedwa ngubani na. Siyacela ke u-social development asincedise kwinkonzo zikasasa, azise usasa kufuphi ebantwini ngoba siyamdinga kakhulu usasa. Sicela ne-programs kwi-community asincedise ngazo urhulumente. Nasebantwaneni ezikolweni sinengxaki kakhulu, abantwana baya abuse, bakwi-drugs abantwana abakwi-primary schools, kubi kakhulu. Siyacela enkosi.
Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. Can I have the next group coming up? You may proceed, Tata. Can we get ready the next group up to Ward 24 to be lined up, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Peter van Sen from Ward 10. We are, as Ward 10, are representing to you. Firstly, I want to recommend your report as the committee of the legislature. We represent to you, Madam Speaker, that there's a need on social issues in Ward 10. One is skills for the youth who are unemployed, as there are many dropouts who are wandering around in the areas. The second one is social workers to visit and support the needy with food parcels as we are facing the Christmas. Thirdly is the education. A lot of children are not getting school. Schools in our wards are overpopulated. There is an influx from other areas. So the children of the ward doesn't get place at schools.
Thank you
in
so
our
much.
community. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tata. Thank you so much for your points that have been raised. Can we have wards 11 to Ward 24? Can we immediately start? Can those that are assisting please just be proactive? If there are people, can they please come already? You can sort out the numbers yourselves there. Good morning. You may proceed.
Manvulise, ndikuphetha kaGomba ndisuka kaWard 13. Ndizawuthetha apha kanye kuphuhliso. Uphuhliso Ward 13 siyakhala kakhulu ngalo. Kule ndawo yekliniki. Ward 13 uneminyaka akanayo ikliniki, kudala ke sithetha loo nto, akho kliniki Ward 13. Kukho i-mobile clinic ethi ithatha abantu abayi-20 ngelanga. Shoot ke ngokuloo nto kuthiwa phaya Ward 13 abantu mabagula abanye. Sinengxaki yaloo nto. Kulomba kubekho into yakwa-CDW. Okokoko ke kwakuresigna umuntu kwiminyaka eyi-15 eyadlulayo, kunanamhlanje akakabikho. Social workers phaya Ward 13 asiziboni. Into ngapha kwekliniki ke yenza into yobana sibe nee-defaulters ezininzi kaward 13 kubaguli aba bathatha i-treatment ngobana kufuneka umuntu aspende imali aye eDangen village uspenda i-40 lo muntu kakasebenzi akho abathatha khona imali. Kune-teenage pregnancy enkulu phaa kward 13 ngobana abantwana bethu izikole sinazo abakwazi uyopreventa ngobana kukho izinto akho kliniki. Kukho ngoku nesikolo esisebenza i-bucket system kwaward 13. Bucket system ndikhumbula uba sisekhona apho kwi-urban areas. So sinezo ngxaki phayana zinkulu ke loo nto.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I please remind the participants, we are dealing with the report of social development. Thank you.
Igama nguViolethu kaTjantji from Ward 14 ngizawuthetha phansi ko-social development. Okokuqala Ward 14 sinazo social workers ezi-visible kuthi koko zazikhala nge-acid esezi-ofisini. Amaxesha amaninzi okhoyo uyawufika esemontweni umuntu ufuna i-application kuthiwa makabuye ngemini ethile. Iingxaki ezisehlela ke kulaa ward yethu zininzi zidinga.
Thank you so much. Next participant. Thank you so much. Next participant.
Molweni. Molweni. Igama lam ndingxoxa le 350 uphinde ufumane le kasasa incinci ayizukwazi ukusustain kwayona kuqala. Okwesibini okanye kokugqibela ndibawela ii-social workers zethu zixhotyiswe. Thina sinenye qha i-social worker kuwadi yethu yonke. Nayo uyifumana ngalo xesha ize ngalo. And akho mntu uyicontact phaa kuthi. Umzekelo mna lo ndiyazimisa apha phambi kwenu. If kukho umuntu ofuna ozisa ii-services zakhe okanye neyiphi na i-department efuna uzisa ii-services zayo phaa ewadini ndikhona mna. Ndiyamchallenja u-social development makeze kum.
Enkosi.